All right. Grace, mercy, and peace from him who is and was and is to come very soon, I'm certain. This is Rogue Diabetic, and welcome to the Digital Wilderness. Okay, so today, real quick, what we're doing is I am replying to a tweet, as you all may have heard, or maybe not. I know it's already got 1 million views on YouTube, at least, just one copy of it. But Trump announced that he was going to run for president in 2024. So of course people came out, the leftists came out, and they were already hating on him. Okay, and it was like my first reply was hate who, right? So then I looked through some of the replies, and this guy here replied, but why? Okay, to which I replied, because Trump shut the country down. Now, a link to the unredacted tweet will be in the description. So if you want to read what I've taken out, then you can do that. So then this woman here tweeted or replied to me, he shut things down for 15 days. If it went on longer, look to your state government. It's on video that Trump told people to get back to work and open the states back up. Okay, but they didn't. And he didn't end the national emergency. And in fact, it's still ongoing. Okay? He couldn't have even ended the national emergency until September. Okay, that's the earliest that he could have ended it. But he didn't. Actually, that's the earliest that it could have been ended by Congress, that Congress could have forced a review of it. But Trump did not end the national emergency. Period. From the time he declared it until the time that he left office. And while it may be on video that Trump told people to get back to work and open up the states back up, there's other video out there suggesting that Trump never intended to end the national emergency. Okay? Yeah, and that's exactly what he does. He says certain things to his base at campaign events and rallies, and maybe even sometimes at press conferences. But then he turns around and does the exact opposite. In this press conference, Trump and his administration was from 4/2/20. Okay? The national emergency was declared on March 13th. So this is 20 days after the national emergency was declared. Okay? So that's, last time I checked, 15 was longer than 20. So let's listen to just a little clip of this. And I want you to ask yourself whether Trump and his if it sounds to you like Trump and his administration intended to wanted everybody to get back to work, and intended to end the national emergency, or that this national emergency, this episode wasn't going to continue into the future, well into the future.
And they start handing out checks, and a lot of people are going to have their businesses built back up quickly, I hope.
Sounds kind of like Build Back Better, doesn't it?
And we'll see. Complicated, big. Small business is actually big business. So I thank them both. And please, good. We have some great gentlemen.
Okay, so what he's talking about is the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, that they initiated at the beginning uh, of the national emergency. Okay, where they were gonna, and the purpose of these funds was so that businesses could continue to meet their payroll while they weren't while during during this, including churches, especially churches. Okay. The purpose of the program was so the churches and other small businesses and other businesses that they had shut down could keep their people on the payroll, could continue to pay their people on the payroll for an extended period of time. It wasn't about building back anything. Okay, it was about enabling these organizations to continue to stay in place while they weren't able to generate revenue.
Let me see. Great gentlemen. That's correct. Thank you very much. Today, my administration is also issuing new guidelines to protect elderly Americans who remain the most vulnerable. By now, nursing homes should have suspended the entry of all medically unnecessary personnel. Today, we're further recommending that all nursing home facilities assign the same staff to care for the same group of residents consistently to minimize any potential spread. And we're also urging facilities to designate separate areas for healthy and sick residents. And this is a practice that we probably will be recommending into the future long after the enemy is gone.
Okay. So they're recommending this practice into the future long after the enemy is gone. So I don't know what that tells you, but that tells me that this enemy that he's talking about isn't gone yet. Okay, I mean, this, you guys, the woman that replied to my tweet, I looked at her profile. She's a Navy veteran. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. And the thing about it is I have a heart for those people. Because I'm a veteran. I used to be a Trump supporter. But you guys gotta wake up. Okay, this is like Trump shut the country down. Trump shut the country down. And I'll put a link to the unredacted tweet where I actually said why he shut the country down and what his purpose was to do that. Okay, and this invisible enemy that he kept talking about in the first weeks and months of the pandemic. Let me show you who Trump's invisible enemy is. Watch the caption.
We probably will be recommending into the future long after the enemy is gone. This particular enemy is God.
This particular enemy is God. Okay, and this isn't the only closed captioning. It isn't just the YouTube closed captioning that picked that up. Okay, that's what he said. Okay, it's called double repeat homophony, where you make it seem like you're just repeating something for emphasis. Like the enemy is gone, this particular enemy is gone, right? But what you're actually doing is you're telling people you're telling people what you're really all about. He's telling you who his enemy really is in a deceptive sort of way. Okay? Trump is not going to save America. You guys need to wake up. The only one that can save you is Jesus. Okay? Jesus isn't going to coming back to save America. Quite to the contrary. But he can save you, but you have to repent. You have to admit to him that you're a sinful person. Acknowledge that he died on the cross to save you and rose again. So I love you guys. Don't take the mark. Okay? If it's not already out there, it's coming very soon. So like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell. leave a comment if you want. I'm out.